What is going on, Phone Destroyers? JgrayBKK here with the Phone Destroyer news, and guess what? You already know, because everybody else beat me to the chase. Steve and Buck put out the update, and the floodgates just opened up before I even got back from work. But yes, we have friendly battles here, and as you guys can see, it looks pretty interesting. So, some changes. You can see, like, right there. Before they said it was Post-it notes, but now apparently it's been turned into tape. Steve, Buck, we would like to know these details. These are game-changing details. They have tape on the floor instead of Post-it notes. But anyways, I just want to talk about the friendly battles and what's to come, and give you guys a little bit of thought and ideas on where I think the game is going. I know you guys know what the friendly battles is about. You will have common cards at level 4, rare cards at level 3, and epic cards at level 2, and your new kids will be capped out at level 11. So this puts everybody on a very... Hang on. I had this prop earlier. I did this take, and I forgot to push unmute on my mic, so I did it with no sound. Anyways, this is going to put the game right there. Bam. On a level playing field, okay? It is going to be a level playing field, and we are going to have a great time with this game, because you know what? It's not going to be just the whales who are destroying now in the Phone Destroyer realm. It's going to be everyone. Yeah, that's right. We are going to have so much fun, and I'm super excited about this, because now when I get my ass kicked in this, I know that it's just not for bullshit reasons. Right now, it's like I get my ass kicked 1% of the time because the people are just better than me, and 99% of the time it's because of stupid bullshit. And now we will be able to put those aside and know that who are the best Phone Destroyers in South Park Phone Destroyer. And there's going to be a lot of tournaments coming up. There's going to be a lot of things that are happening, and I'm super excited about it. Number one, Average Guy 777. He's got his own little tournament thing that he's going to be starting up. I'm sure we'll see the first iteration of that next week. You'll also see tournaments coming from Nambla. I heard is having a paid tournament where there's money to be won. And there's just a lot of cool things that are happening. But I think that what's really great about this is that now we're going to be able to see the meta change. And I say that because we've been here for a while, and most of the meta that we've been seeing has been coming from a lot of the top players or players moving up. And it's happened because we see this awesome card that's at level 5 that we didn't play with before, and it's just stomping through the playing field, just destroying whoever's coming up on them next. And everybody goes, oh my god, I need that card now. Well, my friends, we are actually going to be able to see which cards are the true meta with this. We are going to be able to experiment. We are going to be able to play. We are going to be able to work on strategies on how to defend from some of the cards that normally we're just like, God, I can't stand Nelly. She is just such a stupid little girl. I hate her. She ruins my rats. She ruins everything that I try to throw at her, and she's just the biggest nuisance. Now you're going to have a way to be able to defend against Nelly by playing and trying out with your friends and working with your team to make a new gameplay strategy. So I am super excited about that, and I really can't wait for that to get started and for that to get into effect and get moving. 1 second, you guys. There we go. Get that started again for you. I'm also excited because I think that this is going to give me an opportunity as a content creator to make a lot more content for you guys. Z-God, I know you've been begging for a Dougie video. I will make you a Dougie video first thing. I'm waiting on this thing right here. This is what's going to make my Dougie video happen, and I am super excited about it. And I honestly just can't wait to get playing this game and experimenting with different cards that I normally haven't played with before. And I've tried to play with cards before in real game, and it just never really worked out because, you know, my cards weren't leveled up, or my cards weren't where they needed to be able to be competitive, so I just said, screw it, I'm not going to mess with them at all. And now we have the opportunity to work on these cards and get them into play, see how they fare against a bunch of different cards. So I think that gives us a huge opportunity in this game, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it in the future. Now, doing a little bit of speculation, okay, for sure they will be having tournaments that will be coming up where they'll be seeing who's the best in different regions, and then in those regions they have to go fight against each other, blah, blah, blah. I think that sounds fantastic. I am also very excited because I think further down the road we will be seeing the opportunity for them to make like a ladder in the friendly battle system so that we can see who's actually the best player in the game as opposed to possibly who are like the biggest whales in the game. Now, I don't know who all the players are at the very top of the list, but I'm assuming they're going to be players who have spent a significant amount of money in the game. But for those of you who have been grinding and free to play and you're in the top tier of like top 50 of the ladders, like, great job, guys. You are absolutely fantastic. And I know that some of you do exist. I know that is very, very true. But I think for the top like top 10, top 5, it's a lot of guys who have invested quite a bit into the game. And that is perfectly fine. But now we have it on a, damn it, I threw it away, a level playing field. So we got that going on for us, and I think that is absolutely great. The next thing that I am super excited about is for the past 2 months now, since January, Steve and Buck and Badger have been saying, we've got new content coming out for you guys. We got this happening, and it's done. I mean, this is the last thing that I can remember that they have promised us about this game. So that's super great right now. We've got this. We've got all the promises. We've got all the obligations off the table. And what does that mean for us as players? Well, I think that this is a huge deal because now we're going to be able to see that they have more time to focus on the bugs and focus on fixing the game and focus on things that we've been complaining about for the longest time. So I think here in the very near future, you'll see a lot of these bugs changing. People will be less focused. People on the development team will be less focused looking at this right here, the friendly battles, which they promised us and we are begging for. And you guys, thank you very much. We are very happy to have this, but we are also very excited to see what's to come later in the game. So all the bugs and things, I think they'll slowly be worked out in a little bit more expedited timeline compared to what we have been seeing in the past. And so things like the automatic war cry, that should be gone sooner than later. I haven't been told by Steve or Buck when that will be taken care of, but I'm sure that they're going to be able to get to it a lot faster than what they've been trying to do. Or they'll have a lot more time to spend on it now that this is out. And you can even see that in this match, Buck, he throws out an Alien Clyde, not this time, but I think it's the next time. He throws out an Alien Clyde, and you can actually see the fact that he instantly does his war cry. And so, for sure, the war cries won't be gone with this update. The war cries won't be gone with the friendly battles, so don't get your hopes up about that. But I am 100% confident that the team will be able to focus a lot more time and a lot more effort on the bugs since they have all their obligations and all their promises off the table. And that's something that for them they've kind of had to balance. They said that they're going to be doing this, but then they also have this other side dish that they've got to be taking care of as well, and they just have to pick which one is going to help the game more. And to be honest, I'm going to say that friendly battles is probably a little bit more important than the bugs that we're seeing today in the game. And that's because these bugs aren't really game breaking. A lot of people say that they're game breaking, but I don't see it that way. I see them as it's a challenge that you have to deal with within the game now. Should it be there? No. Do people play with it? Yes. Deal with it. Suck it up. Quit being a big baby. So those will be going away sooner than later, and they aren't game breaking. But since we're on this topic of game breaking and and let's call it negativity. I think the biggest game breaker for us as a community right now is ourselves as a community. And I'm not saying you guys have to be all happy and go lucky and saying, oh, this game's the best. I mean, it is, but you don't have to say that, okay? They didn't pay me to say that either. But Red Links, if you'd like to pay me to say that, I would say that every single day for you guys for an eternity. But anyways, you don't have to go and be completely positive about the game, but I think that we need to lower the complaining level, lower the rabble level, and loud noises, because what's happening is a lot of people are coming into the game, they're seeing what's going on, they try to get into the communities, and then they just see, oh, it sucks, the developers are dickheads, or bullshit like that, and it's not true. They're working with us, they're working a hell of a lot harder than some other games that I've been on, and I think that if we start pushing this game into more of a positive light and we start doing a lot more constructive criticism, we will have an opportunity to grow the community even more, bring more players in, then push them out, and we'll have an opportunity to like have a really great game with a huge player base. And the player base right now, it's in Legendary, it's actually quite high compared to last time. We're hitting about 7,000 users right now in the Legendary rank, so I think that our player base is getting larger, but I think that we can make it a lot larger or a lot bigger by having a lot more positivity and a lot more constructive criticism going through the community than just complaining about a lot of things and just being dickheads, to put it frankly. But with that said, I also think it's a good idea that we make a giant list of known bugs. Here's what they are, and Steve, Buck, please tell us what's on the list first and what the time frame is that we could expect these bugs to be changed and be fixed. There definitely needs to be a little bit extra communication on that front from the Phone Destroyer team. So I'm excited to see that from them, and they've given us hints that there will be a lot more clear communication about the game through the news in the game and through the developers updates. So I'm really excited to see those, and I really want to see how they act to that. But then as a community, we need to take it upon ourselves and be very proactive in being constructive with our criticism instead of deconstructive, because that not only turns the developers off and makes them not want to help us as much, but it also turns other players off to the game as well. And so I think we are hurting ourselves more than what we really need to be doing. Other than that, you guys, this is pretty much all I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, I'm back. All right, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you guys, and we're gonna have a lot of fun coming up with this new update. Tomorrow, the Red Links live stream, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, the Red Links live stream will be on Thursday their time because of a public holiday on Friday. And also this weekend, look for the new team event, which is coming up. The new team event will be happening it'll be initiating very shortly. So if you are not on a team yet, make sure that you get there as soon as you can. That way you don't miss out and you aren't locked out of a team event because you were jumping between teams or doing whatever. And my computer is screwing up. Anyways, you guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these events that are coming up and what you think about the new friendly battles. So that's going to be it. My name is JgrayBKK. Thank you very much, and peace out.